good afternoon, Lisa.
Good afternoon, Andrew.
You've just had some perfume arrive,
I
haven't
have,
you?
which was very fortuitous considering what we're going to talk about.
Because we're going to talk about His and Hers.
Yes.
Which is the next episode of
Are You Being Served? The penultimate episode of the first season.
Yes. So, what have we got? I've got my notes.
Okay.
Yes. What should we say? Captain Peacock's coat gets caught in the lift.
Yes. I'm not sure that would actually. It would just tear, surely. It
Yeah.
wouldn't go up. It would just rip as soon as it got.
Because he's being a bit snippy about Mr. Mash.
He
isn't
is.
he?
Yes. Yes.
You've got Hilary and Deirdre.
Hilary and Deirdre, who were the cleaners this week.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, with a cup of tea.
And Cap and Saucer as well.
Yes.
Not a mug.
Yes.
In a Cap and Saucer. Did things properly in the 70s.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Mr. Humphreys comes in and he's still not in outrageous gear.
No,
but
not yet.
He's
No.
got a sort of jackety thing and
And
could be a deer stalker.
it could be a deer stalker. Yes.
I don't know who he's been stalking. Mr. Lucas, we find out, goes to the library.
Yes. But only to chat about birds.
What sort of birds? Big birds.
Big birds.
Go on,
Any
go on.
birds. Any birds that'll...
Birds.
Yeah, 70s.
Now, Mrs. Slocum, what colour is her hair?
I'm not really sure.
It's sort of reddy browny.
It's sort of a reddy browny colour. It's a sort of...
Doesn't
it's,
really suit her, does it?
No, it's very dull looking and it's
But, shock horror, the central display stand is missing.
I know, Mr. Granger nearly had a fit.
But this was a boardroom decision.
Yes.
I love the way that Mr.
He always looks hemwards, doesn't he? Yeah.
I was going to say Mr. Humphreys.
Mr. Rumbold.
Mr. Rumbold, thank you. He always looks skywards for that. There's a new perfume stand on the way.
There is.
But Captain Peacock's more interested in arranging a dinner date with Mrs. Slocum.
He is.
Well, at this point he is.
Yes. Yes. He sees who the sales girl is.
But then enter Joanna Lumley.
Yes. With brown hair, which I'm not sure if that's her hair or if it's a wig.
I don't know.
She did have dark hair then, actually, because she's got dark hair in Coronation Street.
But what's her connection with the creators of the show?
She was married to Jeremy Lloyd.
Very briefly.
Briefly, yes.
But it's we're just trying to work out the sort of progression of her career at this point.
Yeah, she's still quite unknown at this point.
She's done Steptoe and Son, Loathe Story, I think the year before.
Yeah.
And she's shortly going to go into Coronation Street.
Yes, for a brief stint as
we're still
Ken Barlow's girlfriend.
Yeah, we're still a few years away from the new Avengers, aren't we? So.
And the famous Purdy couch.
Yes. But yes, both Captain Peacock and Mr. Lucas take quite an interest in her, I think.
They do, yes.
Yeah. And funnily enough, Captain Peacock seems less keen on his dinner date.
Yes, he decides against it, doesn't he?
I like Mr. Humphrey's description of Mr. Lucas, the Casanova of the cufflink counter.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is nice. And Mr. Lucas wears glasses, we find out.
He does. I think this is the only episode you ever see of him.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
We'll watch out for it, because it was a surprise to me, because they have a thing about he's got younger eyes, so they're trying to...
So they call him over to read the signs that are on the display.
Yeah.
And he whips these glasses out of his pocket and puts them on.
Which, so he's therefore long-sighted.
Yes.
Because he's not trying to read it up
close. Yeah.
Or is it? No, hang on. Is he short-sighted?
I'm never very sure.
No, he's short-sighted,
He's
of
short-sighted,
course, because he can't see something far away.
No.
Because if I take my glasses off, I can read that, but I can't read things further away. So
if I take my glasses off, I can't
you
see
can't see a
anything.
thing. Yeah, right, okay. But for once, Slocum and Granger are on the same side, aren't
they team up to go into battle against the His and Hers girl.
There's these tape-recorded voices for the sales pitch, aren't they? One of which is Joanna Lumley and one of which is some bloke.
Yes.
And Mr.
It wouldn't sound good if it was Joanna Lumley.
And Mr. Humphreys takes an interest in the bloke's voice.
Yes.
I noticed that when the tape recorder was going around, the reels were going in opposite directions, which would just snap the tape.
Right.
I don't know, unless it's threaded really weird, but normally they go the same way, unless you've got. Yeah, well, I didn't see the path of the tape, but it's unusual. Mr. Granger played Thomas à Becket.
Yes. Thomas Becket.
All right, Thomas Becket. Well, but they say Thomas à Becket. These days we just say Thomas Becket.
Yes. But the line he said isn't a line that Thomas Becket says.
No.
It's a line that Henry II says.
Yes. Well, he's just referring to the play, yeah.
Yeah. Or anybody with me, this
turbulent
priest. Yeah.
But not Mr. Becket from Hardware. So there's a Mr. Becket in Hardware, we find out. Mr. Lucas then goes and gets a dummy head with a microphone stuck in it.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
And managed to jam her tape.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that works. Because it's not a radio, it's a tape.
No, it's weird. Yeah. But yeah, he's doing this to sabotage it.
Mm-hmm.
Then Captain Peacock sort of knackers the tape.
Yeah, he
and
snarls
it sort of
the tape up.
Goes out and it sort of speeds up, which never really happens.
No.
That's just
it should just snap, really. I mean, it sort of comes off the reels, doesn't it? Which does happen.
Then you get a sudden cut to...
Yes.
It's a very, very quick bit of edit.
Yes, to the office.
Almost as though something went wrong and they had to cut away.
Possibly, yes.
You cut to Mr. Rumbold's office and it turns out that his and hers are actually owned by Mr. Grace.
Isn't everything?
Who you don't actually see.
No, he's meant to be coming in.
They say he's going to come in, but he doesn't actually make an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
So you get this silly sort of sequence at the end where they're demonstrating it.
Yeah, the perfumes.
Spraying the perfume.
The ties and the stockings.
Mr. Gray just flapping his tie like that.
Yes.
And the first credit on this episode goes to Molly Sugden.
Yes.
So previously it had been Trevor Bannister, isn't it? But what did you think as an episode overall?
It's an alright episode.
Yeah,
it's not one of the better ones.
No, it's not up there with Camping In, is it?
No.
I mean, yeah, it's basically Joanna Lumley is the sort of guest thing.
This one episode.
And you get a little tiny bit of customer stuff, but nothing...
Nobody speaks.
Nothing major,
no. It's all supporting artists, isn't it? So.
I mean, it's almost like it's like early episodes of The Goodies. You'd have one guest star come in to play the villain or something like that. In some ways, that's the sort of role she's here. She comes in and sort of disrupts everything.
Yes.
So it's not a thing they tend to go for in later.
No, normally it's just involving all the staff, isn't it? So yes.
But what score it a 10?
I think I'd give that one a 6.
I'd probably give that a 6.5.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a solid episode.
It's okay.
But there's no real funny business.
Yeah, there's nothing particularly memorable.
No.
Or, we've yet to have the sort of outrageous costumes or the set pieces. Really, I mean, it's quite a straight down the line.
Yes.
Sort of plot.
It is. Yes.
And it's okay. Not bad. But we've got one more to go, and that'll be the end of season 1.
It will.
Okay. Well, we'll say goodbye now.
Yes.
See you for something else soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.